Hi guys, back again. uh, yeah, I'm just thinking. One of my friends asked me. He says, "What's your childhood memory of computers and consoles?" Well, let's start at this way. Let's start right at the beginning, shall we? I can remember having a Pong game, table tennis things where it'd be like that. Doot doot doot. Sorry, bad impression. I apologise. But yeah, that's what I first system I had. And then when I was about 6, I did Atari 2600. And I know what version it was. It was the junior one with the rainbow. It was a long rainbow. And I remember that. Because I had quite a few games. I remember plugging the cartridge in and flicking the switch to choose each game. And yeah, I think I had about 60 games with that. Unfortunately, I sold it on. I wish I kept it now, but these things you don't think in them. You know what I mean? You don't think like now in them days. Well, oh, this wouldn't be worth anything. Like that. And the trouble is, though, retro. It's retro. It's in retrospective of things. You know what I mean? Then in 1986, 85. Sorry. So yeah. So 85. I got the Atari 600, 2600. Then in 86, my mum I was asking around saying, which is the best computer to get? And she was asking a few people, one of the friends at her workplace who knew about computers, he says, the Amstrad is good at the moment. So it was a choice of a Commodore, BBC Micro or an Amstrad. I mean, mum, I remember literally excuse me, Christmas Day, actually Christmas Eve, my mum was scurrying around like basically, if you hear Christian come down, stop him. And it was like, I can remember, I was only young. I remember walking down the stairs and I says, "I'll have a drink." He says, and I forgot it was, my sister was there as well. He says, "Go and get yourself." He says, "You stay there, please, Christian." And I had a drink and went upstairs. And apparently, during the night, they literally had to set the computer up, everything, joystick and everything. It was like, then when I walked down, I'll have to, just for nostalgic purposes, I'm going to put a picture. I'm going to find that picture where I had my Amstrad, and you know what I mean. You're like all laughing, oh bless him, you know what I mean. But anyway, I remember I never came off it. Even Christmas Day, I was always on it. God, nobody had a look in. It was mine. I was like, "It's mine." And then I remember typing away on it, and yeah, had some real good fun on it. And I tell you, I kick myself now for selling it, but you know what I mean. We do these things, but I must have had well over about 100 tapes, and I must have had about 12 discs. Because I remember having Frank Bruno's big box, which had Frank Bruno's boxing. You had games. You had other games like Bomb Jack, Airwolf, Saboteur, and I think there was another one. Commando. Yeah, Commando. There was a Commando game on there. And then you had this. I had another set of discs, which you had Gauntlet 2. That's what was on my first ever video that I'd done with this channel. And it was California Games, to name but a few. You know what I mean? There were quite a few games. It's like I remember everybody at school having a. My school I went to, they were quite snobby. Because I'm not saying everybody's a snob if they own a BBC, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying when I was at school, people had all the kids, all the well-paid parents, they had a BBC Micro, and as soon as I said, "Oh, I've got an Amstrad," CPC 6128, which was a disc version. I didn't have the one before that. But anyway, there's a 664 which was a disc, but 64 kilobytes of memory. And I just said, oh, well, I've got an Amstrad. And they went, like that. And I said, well, what's wrong with that? And he said, oh, we would kill to have one of them. We would love to have one of them. And, you know what I mean? It's one of the teachers. I mentioned to the head teacher at the time. I says, I've got an Amstrad. He says, good lad. And sort of stacks of software out for me. You know what I mean? Then when the late 80s into the 90s came, 94, I had a Sega Master System. And I like them, but I wish I had a Mega Drive, but in them days, you know what I mean, there was quite a bit of money. And then I had the, you know what I mean, I had a few games of that. I only had 2 games. I had Alex Kidd, which was built in, and Sonic the Hedgehog. So Sonic 2, actually. Then, 94, I got a, what was it? Atari Lynx. Atari Lynx Mark II, to be precise. And I had Electro Cop and Elvira's Pinball, I think it was. I can't remember. And Crazy Golf and Dracula. And what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, that's all I had with that. And I think after that, I did get a Mega Drive about 6 years after, and they stopped making. Obviously, they stopped making them. I had a Mega Drive. You know what I mean? I sold them once. You know, when I said, I wish I never sold them, but you don't think about these things. Anyway, then obviously I got an Amiga 500. Good machine, really good. I still like them, but I would wish I had a 1200. But anyway, then from that I found this Panasonic 3DO on a car boot. All like this, picking it up, smelling it. People laugh at me. My mates go, "What are you smelling it for? What are you smelling it for?" And I goes, "Just tell burning. If the circuits, we can smell burning, and if it burns inside, you know it's kaput scared." Checked it, plugged it in, worked. My mum says, "Blimey, you can smell a bargain." I only paid a tenner. I must have had about 20 discs. 20 discs for it, and it worked. It still worked, and I can't remember what happened to it. I don't know if I've still got it. I had to have a look, and that's pretty much about it, really. I had a PlayStation 3. I weren't very happy with it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I didn't play on it. You know what I mean? I've got a Blu-ray player already, so you know what I mean? It just didn't. You know what I mean? Never had an Xbox, but anyway. And that's about it, really. Then I started in 2004. I started a computer business, which I run now, which has been going for about 5 years now, and it's pretty good. So I've got computer this running through my blood. Anyway, right, enough boring everybody now. Thanks for watching my video. I will do some more reviews as I'll do tomorrow. So that's about it, guys. And please leave your comments below. That's all I can say. Take care.